The first thing is with the marketing automation, it allows you to reliably get the same results you want over and over again. Most small companies basically do things ad hoc. A call comes in, you answer it if you can, it goes to voicemail, you may or may not pick up a voicemail, you may or may not follow up on it. Mary may think that Margaret's going to take care of it, Margaret may think that Mary's going to take care of it. The important thing in a process is that you reliably determine what you want to do and you consistently do it over and over again. So if you want your calls to be answered professionally, you put together a script of how you want those calls answered. You review how those calls are being answered. If the calls are not being answered promptly, if they're being answered incorrectly, these are all things that affect your sales. Quite often when an owner hears actually what's going on the first call, when a prospect calls in, they're quite surprised because they know that there's a sale there. And for whatever reason, the person answering the phone is actively discouraging the sale. Not intentionally always, but quite often it's just because they're not aware of what can be sold or how it could be sold or how to get the sale done. The person answering the phone quite often has a different priority than the person running the company. And it's a good idea to make those things work together. Another important part is the follow-up. Even after the first call, most people don't buy right on the first call. Sometimes they need to be reminded, sometimes they need to be made aware of a problem. So it's a good idea to capture a client's name and contact information and follow up with them on different times, because even if they don't want your service today, they may want it tomorrow or the next day or the future. And once you've gotten their name, it's very inexpensive for you to follow up with them in the future. It's much less expensive than advertising and trying to get them to call you again. If you can keep their name and keep them involved with your company, it's a much more inexpensive way to attract clients, keep clients. Another important issue is how you present yourself, both by email and by phone. By reviewing what you're doing well, you can repeat what you're doing well, and you can also identify the things that you're doing poorly and change those things. The great thing about an automation process is it allows you to pick and choose the best practices that you do and consistently do them over and over and over. Over time, as you find out that something's not working as well as you want or you want to change it, it's easy to change that piece of the process and replicate what's working well. So even if you start out today with a really bad process, we're doing exactly what you're doing today, that's fine, because tomorrow it will get a little bit better. Next month it will get a little bit better. Next year it will be a little bit better. And over time it just keeps getting better and better and more consistent. And also, if you want to go on vacation or Mary goes on vacation, there's other people that will know what needs to be done and they'll fit into the process that you're setting up. It's what all big companies do. But most little companies just never have the time, the expertise, or the experience to put it all together or to manage it. That's where we come in. We actually manage this entire process. We help identify all the areas that need improvement. We help define some of the new requirements that you'll need. We help identify where training is needed. We will write your letters for you. We'll write the follow-up. We'll create graphic imaging for you. There's a lot of stuff that we do. It's more than what you could do. It's not a full agency. We're not trying to be a full agency that does everything and you're going to pay a lot of money for expensive results. We basically provide a managed platform, and we automate your way to success by keep incrementally ratcheting up the quality of what you do.